You say here.
Mr. Bobby Lashley. Great night of fights tonight, huh? It was good to get down here and actually sit front row and watch these guys battle. Some of my great friends down here from AKA were down here fighting, and I just want to thank Scott Coker for giving me the opportunity. My last fight was June 28th, and I just been spinning my wheels training. I opened up a gym down in Denver, American Top Team gym. I've been down there training, hoping that we have an opportunity to fight again. And then Scott's been dealing with my manager for a little while now, and finally we made that partnership. So hopefully it's gonna be some good things to come. My first fight's next month, January 30th. We don't know an opponent yet, but I'm looking at put on some fireworks there and make a good debut. So Bobby will be fighting January 30th in the Miami show at the Sunrise Arena in Sunrise, Florida. Josh, you ever come up?
Fight of the night! Fight of the night!
Fight of the year.
Fight of the year.
Yep.
Well, there's gonna be a third one, huh? I'm not looking forward to it. I mean, I left my heart out there. I don't know if they showed it on TV, but I puked a little afterwards, man. I was trying to keep composed the whole time, but anyways, I'm really proud of myself.
Check.
What's that?
You need a bonus check.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Fight of the night.
Fight of the night. So, but I'd like to I welcome all those dream fighters and any UFC guys that want to come. I'll welcome them with closed fists anytime.
Definitely. Also like to address that. I want to thank Strikeforce and Scott Coker and Josh and I have been part of the family for a long time. And when it came to re-signing my last contract, Josh told Scott, hey man, I need to get some publicity, and it's like, hey Gil, we're on Showtime. I'm like, wow, now I'm on all the co-main events. He's pushing it good. Strikeforce is growing, and we're happy to grow with him. And I just want to say thank you very much to Scott Coker and the promotion and Showtime.
Definitely been a pleasure to be part of something like this and to see where it's come from. I was fighting on the kickboxing shows when we were fighting in the Civic Center. So here we are now, and it's a full-blown MMA promotion, and I think if anything, it's going to be top. I think it is Top's promotion right now, given the fact that our fights. When was the last time you seen the UFC card put together like this? When was the last time you seen UFC fighters laid on the line like we did tonight? And when was the last time you seen a main event like you did tonight? So I haven't seen one of those in a while out of the UFC. So I think we've delivered. His timing was on. I mean, bottom line, like I said this 2 weeks ago. If he beats me, it's because he was a better fighter tonight. He made sure that everything was fixed from the first fight. His timing was on. He threatened the takedowns. He delivered what he had to do to beat me tonight. That's the bottom line.
Did you do anything specifically because of how effective he was kicking in the first fight?
Yeah, definitely. I stopped walking into it. I was getting sick of going to 24-hour fitness and seeing the random guy tell me how to correct my kicking defense. That was the worst thing about losing, was just some random people telling me how to block and that I need to learn how to kick and
Fight of the year type of fight. I don't know, like a third round, fourth round, or as you were fighting, did it not really occur to you until it was over?
No, the first round, I knew in the first round could have went either way. Second round he won it because he got the clip, and then the third round, my corner came out to me and said, look, you need to pick up the pace and you need to start getting at it, or this fight's gonna slip away. And I just couldn't go out there and deliver. That's the bottom line. He came out, he put the right pressure, and he countered everything beautifully, and he fought a great fight. So really, it just came down to, I knew what I had to do. I had to go out there and push it to where it had to be intense, and I had to finish. So I knew there was a point where I needed to finish, and that's what possibly made it the way it was.
Yeah, the last thing on my mind is trying to get a fight of the night or fight of the year. The only thing on my mind is, hey, let's get through this, let's win, and let's fight to win. I'm not ever thinking about anything else besides survival and destroy.
Josh and Gilbert, both of you, what was your specific strategy for each other?
we're complete MMA fighters. You know, I fought Ishida. I knew what my strategy was, sprawl and brawl. You know, Josh, I was like, okay, this guy he's dangerous everywhere. He can wrestle me, he can sock me, he can kick me, he can knee me, he can submit me. It's one of those guys you gotta be prepared for every scenario. So, like I said, this was most fights I walk into like really confident to kill someone. This fight I walked into saying like, oh shit, I'm going to war. You know.
The strategy really was just to see I want to see how he changed his game plan. I figured he was going to take the center of the ring, and he did it. He did exactly what I thought he was going to do. I knew he wasn't going to chase after me. I knew he wasn't going to try and push the pace at me and like chase me down because that wasn't effective last time. So he did change, and I saw a little bit of what he was going to do with the Ishida by taking the center of the ring, stopping the takedowns, and trying to counter. So and he performed his game plan to a T, man. And I gotta tip my hat to him. Gotta take my hat off, and that's what made him win tonight. And I think he's got a great supporting cast, you know, with Caesar and Nick and Nate and all those guys. Jake. I mean, I don't know his younger guys that he has at the gym, but I mean, you can just see the way that they support him. That I mean, those guys obviously they came in with a game plan and they've been working it for the last year, and he came out and he delivered.
Neither of you looked winded. How do you get that cardio?
Lots of sex.
Well, with that question, we're gonna wrap that up. Anyway, you know what, it was an amazing fight, I'm really proud of you guys. You know, I've known Gilbert since he came on board in 2006 when we first got him.
Once I did finally close the gap, I felt myself, kind of block some of those kicks. He kind of hit me in the shoulder with his knee instead of a kick. So, yeah, you definitely have to close the gap on a guy like Kung Lee. It was more of a balance issue. The ones that went to the midsection, I blocked him with my elbow. You know, the cage was able to keep me up, but it probably looked worse than what it was. But he definitely, I mean, you can look at my face, he landed some good shots.
Between the second and third round, what were you feeling after you finish it?
I knew I needed to finish him to win. Yeah, definitely a sense of urgency. I felt him slowing down, but of course I was slowing down a little bit too. So I knew I had to go out there and finish it.
And knowing that you've done in the past, like, you're confident.
Yeah, I think I definitely need to change my strategy a little bit. Maybe get beat up in the corner before I go in and fight. I need to get beat up and get mad and have a sense of urgency to do good. You know, can't remember the last time I won a first round in a fight.
Any other questions for Scott?
Early on in the fight, it was Kung Lee was hitting you on the side of the head, and you were just blocking. And but it was only when he reached in and socked you in the face. It was like you just totally changed. Like you just had so much energy after that.
Yeah, it wakes you up a little bit.
Yeah,
It's
you
one of
got
those sense
mad.
of
You
urgency.
just got
Yeah,
mad.
you gotta kind of get mad a little bit. Definitely.